Hey, what up? This is Ree here. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate everyone, and thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It really helps me a lot. And thank you so much for checking out my website, paradoxastrology.com. I am a professional astrologer. I can help you with anything. Okay, let's get into this video. I want to talk about how vibration and how mantras can affect your reality and the deeper meaning of that and how it ties into numbers as well. Now, this is going to be from book The Knowledge of the Keys of Enoch, and this is a very deep occult book. It's a very expensive book on Amazon. It really ties into everything. This is just based on the Kabbalah tradition and how they use mantras. This is the same as in the Vedic tradition as well. It's just everybody does it in a different way. There's all different traditions that use different mantras to ancient languages. And that's why I'm going to explain how that works and how it relates to numbers, because it's a lot deeper than what people think. There's a saying that's called Kudush, 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 Adaya, Sabayo, and it ties in together. Now, this is the same as other mantras in Sanskrit. This one is Hebrew, but it's the same as in Arabic, the sacred languages. It's the same thing. So it ties together all the biorhythms of the body with the spiritual rhythms of the over self, so that all circular systems operate with one cosmic heartbeat. The Kudush, Kudush, Kudush is given within the fifth socket of the Great Pyramid, which aligns with the heart vibrational beat with the 5 bodies of vibration operating within the biochemical shell of man. Furthermore, it is the light energy created by this holy code that enables the body vehicle to experience the direct energy of the masters of light, serving Yahweh. The energy exchange is important to the higher need of the human incarnation because it proceeds from the code which is uttered with 4 living creatures who establish the ground structure for all matter created from divine substance. The use of this code is to connect their mind with the mind of the Father, which allows them to rejoice the wisdom transplanted to the mind of the creation. So it's the same as how we have mantras in the Vedic tradition to Vishnu, and that is the higher consciousness, or how we have some that tap into the kundalini energy, which is a higher consciousness as well. When you recite certain mantras, it's activating yourself. When it says that the Father is the higher consciousness. He's not talking about in a religious sense. But religion took this and made it into something completely different. These 4 living creatures are the ones who compose the matter wave functions by combining divine sounds with the meta-material elements extended from the throne into physical creation. Therefore, the Kudush, 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 Adon, Tabath is the center measurement for the 10 octaves contained within the electromagnetic lines of force, as well as an additional scale of color resonance emanating 80 octaves above and 80 octaves below are placed in the electromagnetic spectrum. So that's your light body that we don't see, and that is also the part that you need to take care of as well that we don't see. I'm talking about how there's 7 different layers of the body. The cosmic sound and its relationship to the color spectrum divides these additional octaves of sound beyond the normal octave range. And just as every subatomic particle has its own unique color vibration, these color vibrations can be separated as to release new musical tones. These octaves are activated by the Hebrew divine letters, which are in turn activated by their own grid, which is called into being by Adonai Tasbal. These letters are thought forms, creating an internal link between the different worlds of time. And that's what ancient languages do. Each utterance of the thought form leads to the seed form, which represents the complex nature of the basic energies of life forces. The thought form has a basic sound power, which is the equivalent of light operating in relative patterns in duration of pitch. Thus, the basic combination of the divine letter grid with all bilateral couplings result in 484 combinations of light and sound. 2 to the power of 2 equals 484, or sound power manifestations. Now we're getting into how you can use numbers to manifest. Kabbalists know that ranging all the trilateral combinations formed from the 22 fire letters, the sound seed forms, so how there's 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet, will total 22 to the power of 3, or 10,648, With more understanding, light and sound can be brought together through additions of score tablets and bringing the end of 484 bilateral combinations so that the wisdom behind each seed form is augmented. Therefore, the power of 22 letters is, and I'm going to put that on the screen, this tabernacle of seed syllables is sufficient to represent the songs of ascent, so that the soul of the human can find itself on every level of experience in the changing of the garment of light, as it ascends from the world of vibration to the world of light. The question arises, why has the Hebrew language been selected to control even the subatomic particles to activate the spirituality of man? Enoch told me sacred language was used because it was not primary language of words, letters, or pronunciation, but the thoughts of God emanating as flame projections. These thoughts projections of flame carry a unique sound that is in resonance with the throne, and these sounds and thought projections are also used in the highest worlds of light, not only as a source of communication, but as creation. So that is the deeper meaning of how you use things to create. And then it translates into numbers. So I want people to know that, because what you're seeing online and with the whole numerology and gematria, how people are saying the numbers are lining up, it's way deeper than that. So that's why I disagree with a lot of the gematria that's going out there, because how intricate this is. It's not just a simple formula, and it's using ancient languages. I'm speaking about this because I do mantras every single day in Sanskrit, and it activates certain parts in your body. And I've had extreme spiritual experiences like every second day that's been happening from these mantras, because the mantras equal your chakras, right? Which equal the planets, which equal parts in your brain. It opens up centers within your body. It opens up centers within your brain. So now you're able to access that higher level consciousness of understanding. And that ultimately is what the awakening really is. It's not about getting knowledge from the outside world that makes you awake. It's about being able to actually activate your body, activate that first chakra, the root chakra, which is the generator, and then able to activate the rest of it using different sounds. And then it goes even deeper into numbers and how numbers correlate. That's why our language is really watered down. We can't use English words to do mantras. And that is a mistake that a lot of people make. The words don't equal really what it means. We have a very dumbed down language. Yeah, some things line up, but you're not going to get to the true essence of what it means, especially with Hebrew, having all the letters equal the planets. And it's a very intricate language. These were languages brought down to us from beings that weren't human. The Merkaba, the kundalini energy, all that was brought to us by ancient beings. That's why it's so complex. I hope that's understood, and I just wanted to bring that to light, and I'll talk about more about that in another video. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate everyone. See you in the next one.